Hi, good morning. It's Saturday today. And this week I think I'm going to show you how I start a really big painting. As you may have heard, I have a solo exhibition this summer. I made it a goal for myself to paint a large painting every month. Now that we're like in the heat of January, now I'm like, I don't know how I'm gonna do that, but we're gonna get started today. But yeah, this is the canvas that we're gonna do today. It is, oh my gosh, it's so big you can't even see it. It's 30 by 40 inches. Well, I mean, it's gonna be this way. But as you see, I just bought it from the store, so nothing too special. When you do buy canvases from the store, they do come already primed, so you could put paint on it if you want to, but I like it when the canvas texture is not too prominent, so I like to put at least 6 coats of acrylic gesso primer on top of it and sand it down so it gets a little bit smoother. It's just, I'm doing it for my own comfort. This video, I'm gonna be starting this canvas. I think I'm trying to go into more detail about how I start a really big canvas. These larger paintings take literal weeks. Even though I think the results turn out to be really good, it's just what happens. But you work bigger and stuff takes longer. We're gonna be doing a cloudscape, cityscape mashup kind of painting as opposed to just entirely clouds like I did with my last really big painting. We're doing that because I realized that I don't have that many. I mean, it's out of shot right now, but I have 2 cloudscape, cityscape, large paintings right now, and I think that my solo show, I should have a majority of those, even though they do take longer for me to do. And I did do one before because I didn't have any images in my queue. I keep a lot of photos on hand all the time, and I slowly collect them whenever I'm out and about or whenever I see a sunset. I take pictures all the time. And I didn't have a cityscape, cloudscape in my current collection that I really felt passionate about. But then on Christmas Day, funny enough, I took this really beautiful picture over by Grand Avenue, which is the train tracks go by, and it's this huge diagonal road that goes down Central West Phoenix. Because yeah, Christmas Day, it was really cloudy, really rainy, so there was a lot of clouds, a lot of potential, and my husband and I were on our way to go visit his side of the family on Christmas Day, and then I caught that wonderful photo. Yeah, what I'm showing you is my edited version, of course. I do edit my photos, just very minor stuff, just to make the colors really pop, because what I use for my reference will be what I put on the canvas. So I really edited the photo so that there was literally a full rainbow of colors in the sky. I promise you, when we were there, it did not look that colorful. Yeah, all I do is futz with the colors. I don't go in and do any real Photoshop stuff. I just don't find that it's too necessary. I mean, if I want to remove stuff, I'll do it while I'm working on the canvas. And I do keep 2 photos of the same composition. This one, everything's more muted and the foreground is more popping. You can see everything going on in the foreground, because I used this photo right here that I have in front of you as my reference for the foreground specifically. So everything looks a lot more realistic. You can tell that this is a road, these are cars, that is the train track closure metal stuff, Well, the other rainbow photo is what I'm using for the cloud. And a lot of my older work, I mean, not too old, maybe 2019, maybe most of 2020, I would only use 1 photo for reference, so that meant I had a really colorful clouds, but the foreground was mostly black, black. I think, for example, my Sonic restaurant painting, the clouds are nice and colorful, but the foreground is mostly black. I really didn't need to do it like that. I just didn't think of having 2 reference photos for the foreground and the clouds for some reason. So you might see that a lot of my older work. This is a new thing I'm trying out, and hopefully in the future I'll advance even more. That's everything that I get done before we even touch the canvas. And so today, even though I am starting this video today, I probably will just be priming the canvas, because it takes a while for each layer to dry, anywhere between 15 minutes to half an hour, depending on how thin or thick of a layer of primer I'm putting on. So it can really eat up your day, especially if I'm not on top of each layer and keeping an eye out on it. But yeah, I'm gonna start priming this canvas. I usually put down a basic tarp thing that I don't mind gets extra paint on. I got this giant bucket of acrylic gesso that I use. And so yeah, I'm just gonna, all day today, I'll just be coming by in, putting a layer of gesso on, probably every half an hour at least. So yeah, I mean, that's enough jibber jabber. Time to start putting primer on the canvas so that it can start drying. So yeah, I have my bucket gesso right here. But just by the way, I get these like really cheap 3-inch brushes. It's really just like pure crap because they're gonna get messed up with gesso anyway. You can see all the gesso already in the crease. And I just have a cup, red Solo cup, because I don't care about it getting destroyed, with water so that I like put a layer on with my damp brush. Between each layer, I just put it in this cup with water. It's probably not the best method to use, but it keeps it still wet so that it doesn't like totally dry up every time I'm putting a new layer down. Yeah, that's just what I do. Hi. Don't. Right on the edge. I'm watching you. No. Oh my gosh. Another thing is that I do different directions each time. It doesn't have like any like ugly streaks if you do in like one direction way too many times. So I for sure make sure to do it horizontal, and then second layer I do vertical, horizontal, vertical. I found that way is pretty good. Yeah, so that's layer number 1. Hopefully I'll reach at least 6 by tonight. Hi, happy Sunday. I'm just in the parking lot of Hash Kitchen, which is this like really trendy brunch place. I'm meeting up with my cousins to celebrate my cousin's bachelorette, I guess. I guess that sounds more risque than we're just going to brunch and doing some crafts, because she's a real crafty one, Olivia is. Yeah, I'm gonna get out of the car and go meet up with them. Yeah, so I'll see you then. So I'm back in the car now. Now that we're finished eating, we're all gonna drive over to the craft place and work on a little craft together. But the coffee that I had was very mild, so I think I'm gonna stop and get a Starbucks on the way, just as like a little treat. So I'll see you at the craft place. Hopefully I can... craft thing. I didn't get that much footage of me actually doing the craft. I was like really excited to record it, but then I realized that I couldn't have my source image on my phone while recording. I couldn't do it. So I was like, okay, I'll just like check in every like little bit. But yeah, I was able to do it. I think my little craft turned out really good. I'll just I'm not too sure how I'll be able to hang it, because I think you need a nail because it has a special slot in the back for it. So maybe I'll figure that out when I get home. But yeah, so I think that's it for me today. today. I'll see you tomorrow, Monday. So yeah, see you. Hello, everyone. Happy Monday. That was Coffee's butt. So quite recently, Christian and I lost a very dear friend to us. He's a dear friend of Christian, mostly. We said goodbye to him the other week. So I like to just take a moment of this vlog to... Dang it, I was doing so good. I would like to take a moment of this vlog to pay some respects to him, because he was a very, very big part of our lives. So here's a little video that I made. And on other news, we have a brand new friend called Xbox Series X. Brand new friend. Love them. Best buddies forever, for all time. Yeah, in all seriousness. So it's Monday. It's Monday today, which means Mondays are for Xbox gaming, as you know, obviously. Christian and I have been playing. He's introduced me to the Halo series. I could probably take this off now. I've never played any Halo, and we're doing the campaign for every Halo game. And right now we are on Halo 3 ODST. Yep. That's it. It's been pretty fun, honestly, so far. I'm really enjoying the music. We're just gonna be chilling. I mean, most of the day's already gone. And this was the finished craft that I did at the little bachelorette thing. Oh, it's so huge. I can't believe it. We only had like 2 hours. I haven't worked with acrylic paint in like years, definitely years. Ever since I was introduced to oil paint, it's like the only thing I've ever done. And so I just painted really basic sunset that I had saved on my phone. Yeah, they gave us like sponge brushes, you know those, just sponge brushes. So I tried doing it nice and blocky and try to like blend it too much. So like there's really not much detail when you look up close, but from far away, whoa, look at that. Whoa, it's another one of Armita's beautiful sunsets. Whoa, it's so, look at the colors. That's the thing about the colors that they did give us are like perfect like neon stuff that I'm usually used to working with. They want me to put string at the bottom of it, but all they had were like Valentine's Day colors, so lots of pinks and reds and grays and whites and blacks. If anything, I would probably put string that like matched the really colorful stuff in the sky, but they didn't have that. So I just went with black, plus I was running out of time because in the 2 hours there, it took me about most of it just to paint. And since I'm not like really proficient in acrylic as I am with oil paint, it took me like about that whole time. And it wasn't until like the last like half hour that I was able to put the little stringy dingy doos on it. But yeah, it was a good time though. Yeah, so there, I did get some painting done in this vlog. It's not just all partying and playing video games. I did paint this at least. I have no idea how I'm gonna hang it up though, because we are renting this apartment and you need to use a nail to hang it up. So I was really excited to hang this up in the studio, but I don't know how I'm gonna do that without making a hole in the wall, which I haven't done that yet. No holes in these walls. Alright, well, yep, that's it for Monday. I'll check in with you tomorrow, Tuesday, where I actually get some painting done. Yep, so see you Tuesday. Good afternoon. Happy Tuesday. It's Tuesday and it's afternoon. Here I am with coffee. Oh, no, I'm here and I got my afternoon coffee. It's afternoon coffee because it's smaller. Delicious. So yeah, Tuesdays are kind of like my Mondays, where I get a lot of normal work done while Christian's gone at work. About an hour, I have to leave to go get my booster shot. And I'm one of those people where if I know that I have an appointment to something or something that I need to be at a certain time, so my brain cannot do anything creative until that's done with. But hopefully when I get back, I can at least sand the canvas down and to like a nice smooth texture. And then tomorrow we can do the underpainting, and hopefully I'll be able to talk to you more in detail about my process of how I will do an under. What are you doing back there? Yes, that's my little chicken. Hey, guess what? I'm boosted. Ta-da! I got my booster. Yeah, I have no idea why I was freaking out about it when it was literally like 2 seconds. She was just like, "Give me the little spiel," and then boom, it was done. It was great. So now I'm gonna sand the canvas, but I'm like a little afraid. I don't want to like overwork myself today, and it's already like a little bit later. So I think I'll wait till tomorrow to mix the paint. I'll make sure to like really get on myself to start mixing the paint as soon as like I'm able to. Yeah, hopefully I don't have like a fever like I did with my last shot. Oh, it'll be fine. But yeah, here I go. I am no joke so exhausted now. That really took a lot out of me. So I don't know if that's because standing down a canvas is basically a workout. I'm literally like sweating right now. Or it might be my booster starting to affect me because it's been like over an hour now since I got the shot. I don't know. I guess we'll see when I check in tomorrow if I'm able to paint at all. I'm stopping there for today. I was able to move stuff around in my studio so that everything's ready to go if I wanted to start mixing paint tomorrow. But that's me checking in for today. I'll see you tomorrow, Wednesday. Hi, good morning. Happy Wednesday. I am here and I am functioning. I'm not dead. My arm is super sore though. Oh my goodness. I did not get that much sleep last night. I ended up like waking up really early and I couldn't go back to bed. But here I am. I put on a full face of makeup because tonight is my mother-in-law's birthday. We're gonna go out to dinner. Oh, I'm going out to eat so many times in this vlog. I'm so excited. But yeah, so we're gonna get started mixing some paint before I have to leave. Right, so right now my setup is I got my canvas behind me so I can visualize the amount of paint that I need to mix, which is a lot. We're not going to mix too many colors right away, like a range, let's say maybe like around 5 colors. I want to say just like the basic of the basics that we have. And so I have my laptop right here on my normal tray that I do, and then in front of me on my glass desk I have my palette paper. I use palette paper because I just paint so fast and so efficiently that with each session, or maybe like 2 or 3 sessions, I use one sheet of paper and then I rip it off and throw away the dried up paint. Usually you could use glass, but you have to like scrape it off. So I found this way, like it's just about just as much effort. It's just I have to buy a new pad every time. And I have my extra little thing of oil, so that helps keep the oil paint nice and like malleable, little viscous if you will. And I got 2 different palette knives, one larger, one smaller. I tend to go for more towards my medium one because it feels like I can get more of a leverage on it, while the bigger one, it feels like it's so big that it's like a little flimsy, so it's hard to like really get my elbow into it. So yeah, for a good bit I'm gonna just sit here and just like mix away at the different paints, and then when I'm done I can tell you my thought process, like why I picked which colors and whatnot. Well, I was able to do 5 colors, exactly like I said. I got blue, yellow, pink, green, and purple, because I assessed the situation, and it seems like they are the most prominent colors that I can just block out, and they might not be super mega accurate. Right now, it really doesn't matter about accuracy, because whatever I put on the canvas probably will be covered up. This is mostly just to outline the main blocks in the sky. Yeah, I try to make them as vibrant as I can, because if I do it too vibrant, I can always add white and just dye it down, because this is definitely a very vibrant sky, so I did not hold back on trying to really squeezing out the tubes to make it nice and vibrant, because like I said, I ended up saving paint in the end that way. Yeah, so I'm gonna start the underpainting. Okay, on to the underpainting. guys, so yeah, the underpainting is finished. I was able to do that rather quickly because I really thinned down the paint this time. And I did remember to do some sort of a single dark color so that I don't have like the bright whiteness of the plain canvas messing up the colors for the rest of it. Also, I like to take a moment to notice how all the colors I worked on today, the colors match up with the craft that I did the other day. Like the colors look, it's like this, like pretty much the same color palette. It's a different composition, obviously, but isn't that like so weird? I like did not plan it at all. Totally different source images, but I guess I'm just feeling really, really rainbowy this month. I don't know. I wanted to share with you how I started a large painting, and there it is. It started, and all the steps that it took to get to this point. Really, what comes down to it is that large paintings are just really, it can feel really daunting and overwhelming just how huge the canvas is. Like I don't know if this is coming on camera how gigantic this thing is, but it's really huge and it can really feel overwhelming. Like, oh my gosh, I'm supposed to start this now, you know? But like really, I just like did not even think about the details of it. It was just like boom, just big blocks of color, and then bam, and then look at it. Look, like, oh, it's finished now. Hang it up in a gallery, guys. And my next video next week will be a continuation of where we left off this week. Just like the how basically I do the whole sky and maybe starting the foreground. We'll find out. So like this video, make sure to give it a like, subscribe if you like me and my work, and I'll see you next time. Okay, goodbye.